Good morning. Good morning on this cloudy, almost rainy day here in the Ironwood Forest National Monument in southern Arizona. Thank you, everyone, for stopping in and spending part of your day with me. I really appreciate it. Looks like James was first in the house. He was here early. Karen Boardman stopped in. Hi, Karen. Good to see you. I wanted to shout out Ava Potterfield and friends. She always promotes my channel for me on her live in the morning. So I pinned her up at the top there. This is her live stream from today. She has a coffee chat every morning. Her and Doug are musicians, as I've mentioned before. And it's fun to watch them play on Friday nights and also Thursday nights. Good morning, Tracy. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. And we have Nate from Land Cloud Adventures. Nate had a really fun live yesterday with Paula. They were playing some games. Way to do a live, and I think everybody enjoyed it. There were a lot of people watching. So if you don't know Land Cloud Adventures, go check him out. He has a great channel. He's currently up there in Canada, enjoying some time with Paula. And there's Ava right there, Ava Potterfield and friends. Hi, Ava. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it. So we had a little rain these last few days. You know, I'm always excited about the monsoons coming in here because that's the majority of our rain this time of year. And this photo behind me, I took with the drone. So Oki came in and hollered, and she said, "Hey, there's a storm out to the west of us." So this was sunrise. And so I put the drone up in the air and just hovered it and then set the recording just to record. And I kind of panned back and forth, hoping to catch some lightning. Now, it wasn't raining here at the house, but it was raining off into the distance. Obviously, you don't want to put a drone up while it's raining because these motors will short out and it sucks all the water in these vents and it'll ruin your drone pretty quickly. So it wasn't raining here. It was raining off in the distance. I put the drone up and I recorded for quite a while before I caught a couple of lightning strikes. And so I went through the footage and I stopped it and screenshotted it right there and got a pretty good, interesting shot there. So I thought I would share that with you. Everybody's saying hello. Okay, did I miss Karen? Yeah, Karen Boardman. She came in earlier. There's my sister Tanya. Hi, Tanya. Hope you're doing all right up there in northeastern Iowa. Wish we could be there. And there's Diane. Hello, Diane. Thank you very much. Diane had a late night on Ron Darrell Adventures, along with Ava. There were some shenanigans, I'm sure. I was on Ron's panel the night before, and I couldn't make it because I was sleeping. There's Nate saying hello. And there's Ann J. Ann is working, but listening. Thanks, Ann. Appreciate you being here. Ann's got 2 new baby pugs. They're about 9 weeks old now. She brought them home a little while ago. And it sure is fun to watch them play. That's a brother and a sister, and they're just cute as a button. Really, you know, our pets really give us a lot of joy, don't they? And we sure do enjoy ours, and especially when they're puppies, although it is a lot of work because she's running them outside a lot. And of course, what do puppies do? They eat, they drink, they sleep, and they poop. And then they do it all over again. Oh, and they play. They do a lot of playing. There's Grandma Kelly's. Hello, Grandma Kelly. Thank you very much for coming in. Shauna Kraft is in the house. Hi, Shauna. Thank you very much. And Fairy Dust. Bernae is here. Stay cool. Yep. Let's see here. Let's check and see what the weather's going to be. Hey, Siri, what's the weather?
It's currently clear and 82 degrees. Expect cloudy skies starting early evening. Then partly cloudy skies starting in the evening. Temperatures will be fairly consistent, averaging about 85 degrees.
Boy, it's almost hoodie weather. High is only going to be 91, which is pretty unusual, but it is nice during the monsoons. When it cools off, it can be over 100 degrees, and a monsoon comes in and it'll drop it 20 or 30 degrees. So we're actually enjoying a nice cool day. There's Gracie and Jacques. Hello, Gracie. Good to see you. Thank you very much. Gracie's got a beautiful dog that she takes with her when she travels. Okay, that's Kelly, Grandma Kelly. Let me run down through the chat here. Okay, we have the Dyson's Crazy Adventures, also another great channel. Good morning. Thank you very much for being here. We have Lisa Chubby from the Philippines. Hello, good morning, and thank you for stopping by. We have the Aussie Man. He's overseas there also. Thank you very much. Aussie Man, thank you very much for stopping in. Another good channel. Connecting with Nature. Good morning. Good morning from Ontario. Now, Grandma Kelly, I'm not sure where you're at. If you could share that with us, that would be interesting to know. And there's Pam Cohn. I'm here for the rattlesnake. You guys know we were watching our neighbor's property across the road there. We do that for each other here in the neighborhood because we're out in a rural area. And we were over there watering plants one morning. And Oki said, hey, there's a rattlesnake over here by this pot. So I checked with Carl, grabbed a snake grabber to use it, and grabbed the rattlesnake and got him out of their yard there. So I did share that. We have the small town tourist here. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Would love to know where you folks are at, whether you're nomadic right now or staying in your home base. That would be great to know. Pam Cohn. Now, is this Pam or is this Steve on Pam's phone? And there's Diane saying hello. Good morning. Good morning. And there's Tommy from River Sticks Outdoors. Good morning, Tommy. Thank you very much for stopping by. Tommy does a live stream every evening before Ron's live stream. And it's always interesting to pop in and see what they're talking about. And Jay does Sunday drives where she records as she's driving up there in the northwest part of the country. Always interesting listening to her talk about whatever's on her mind. Connecting with nature, okay. Going down, catching up here. All right, my sister Tanya says it won't hit 80 here today. So cool and nice with low humidity. That's nice. That's nice. There's a great, where Tanya, my sister, lives, there's a great little town up there in northeastern Iowa that has a park there in town. When we go up to visit her, we take the RV and we park there they have plug-ins and water, and then a dump station there in the park. And it's right on the edge of the Cedar River. And there's a small lake there, and we just love it there. It's just really nice. Really Creative Travel, good morning. Thank you very much. Another great channel. We're supposed to hit triple digits here in Bellevue, Washington. Yeah, it's hot. Of course, that's pretty normal. Pretty normal for us. Thank you, Ava. That's like I mentioned earlier, maybe before you came in, I put the drone up and just set it on record on 4K and let it record, and then brought it back down, downloaded the footage, and then ran through it really slowly until I could catch these flashes. And this one came out pretty good. This was a sunrise. And this is looking from the house to the west. Let me get out of the way. This is Ragged Top Mountain right here, where I'm circling the mouse. And so that's looking to the west. The sun was just coming up, and that storm was right over there. It was pretty neat to be able to catch that. Saying hi to Blaine. Fairy Dust Bernay says autumn is taking way too long. So what is your favorite? I'm assuming that Bernay likes autumn is her favorite time of year. I think I like it too, especially here in the desert, because it finally starts to cool off. You are getting out of the hot temperatures. Okay, Kelly is in Linwood, Washington. Okay, that's good to know. So you're up in the northwest there. And then we have, the Small Town Tourist is new here from Mesa, Arizona. Well, hello, neighbor. I'm in just northwest of Marana, which you're probably familiar with. We're out in the Ironwood Forest National Monument, which is over my shoulder there. A beautiful area. There's some private property out inside the National Monument, and we are lucky enough to be able to purchase a few acres out here, and we just love it out here. Scrolling. Okay, here we go. Grandma Kelly's, I'm in my home base in Linwood, Washington. Okay. And Dyson's home base working. And there is D, Oxfan D. Good morning, D. Thank you very much for popping in. Good to see you. Dee's up there in Quartzsite. She's pretty famous around these parts. She's been interviewed by some pretty big channels, and she's got, gee whiz, 35,000 subscribers, really doing well. And she is a great lady. We just love her to death. Okay, so Steve is on Pam's phone. I believe that's his wife. All right, full-time nomad as of 7/11. Wow. Currently in Helena, Montana for a few weeks. Okay, so Gracie's up in Montana, and she is now a full-time nomad. Diane's in Indiana, soon to be mobile, living nowhere. Yeah, I know you've been working on that, planning that. That's exciting. Everybody saying good morning. Yeah, thanks, Steve. This is, I mentioned earlier, a screen capture of a drone video that I took from the house. I just put the drone straight up about 250 feet and then started recording. Oki hollered at me. She said, "Hey, there's a storm out west of us with some lightning." So I was able to catch some video of it, and this came out pretty good. So I wanted to share it with everybody. Gracie's saying hello. Much cooler today, only supposed to get to 93. Yeah, isn't it nice, Dee? It's nice to have these cooler days. We run outside and we enjoy it while we can. So Tracy is up in Norfolk, Virginia. She's got 88 Fahrenheit with a heat index of 97, which means lots of humidity. I remember those days. We lived in Virginia back in the 90s, mid 90s. Eva says autumn is her favorite. And we have Jill here. Hello, Jill. Thank you very much for coming in. So Diane says winter needs too many clothes. I agree, Diane. I'm not one for dressing up for the winter. That's kind of why we live here. Now, we have to, be careful in the summertime. And what Oki and I will do is we'll go out early in the morning and do our work around the yard. We love to garden and tend our plants and our trees. And when it gets too hot, we'll come in and we'll watch YouTube. And many of your channels we watch while it's hot. And then we go back out in the evening when it cools off. And we walk a little bit, exercise a little bit. And there we have Karen from Exploring Canada, another good channel. I love how Karen does her videos. She is very unique in the way that she talks, and she describes her exploring videos up there where she lives. It just pulls you in and certainly makes you stay and watch it till the very end. So another great channel. All right, so Diane is towing a trailer, shopping now for a truck and trailer. Okay, so Diane's planning on going nomadic, and looks like she wants a trailer, and then she's got to look for a truck to tow it. So the price of trucks, I know, is very expensive here in southern Arizona. I think that RVs and trailers are starting to drop, or will be soon, because I see a lot of them, a lot of used equipment on these RV lots now. So what are you guys seeing around you? Are you seeing a lot of people getting rid of their RVs because of the price of fuel? Okay, not 35, actually less than 25, but still, Dee has a bunch of folks that support her. So if you haven't checked her out, go check out her channel. She's a great lady. She gets some of her income from her YouTube channel, and so be sure to check her out. All right, Gracie's going to step away. Okay, so Shauna's in South Carolina practicing being a nomad at area campgrounds. That's good. Oki and I have had the conversation many times. Some folks are forced into nomadic life based on life events that they experience. I could do it. I could do it in a heartbeat because I love traveling and moving around. And Oki likes her home base, and I certainly understand that. And part of being married to a great partner is having those discussions and coming up with what works best for the two of you. And so we have this home base, and we do have it in this beautiful Ironwood Forest National Monument. where I can jump in the Jeep and I can drive out there and run around in the desert, put my drone up in the air, and enjoy being out in nature. Fair warning, I will be doing lots of visiting of my friends. Diane, if you ever get down here to southern Arizona, we have 129,000 acres out here behind me. You got to be set up for boondocking, though. Bringing your own water, having some solar, and that sort of thing. So if you ever get out this way, I like to meet up with folks. I've met up with a number of people out here. In fact, when my live is done, Roy and Becky's Travels comes on at the top of the hour. So be sure to go check them out. They came out here and spent a few weeks out here in the monument, and we had a great time with them. I know where all the good things are to see out here. So Oki and I run people around and show off our beautiful place. Oh, Jill says, beautiful morning. Just got in from a wonderful hike in Tucson Mountain Park. Yeah, Jill lives in the Tucson area. Yeah, that's a nice area, Tucson Mountain Park. And we have Ron Darrow Adventures, 103 in Waco, Texas. So Ron has a fun live stream at night. I was on there a couple nights ago, and I had to rest last night because there's some shenanigans that go on there. Oh, okay. So Steve, using Pam's phone, says, my Huskies can't wait for winter. I had to put in a wading pool for them to cool off. Yeah. We've had to do that too. We've had a couple labs and dogs that don't like the heat. Ron's up early. I think that went on. There is Paula, Van Vita Travels. Good morning, Paula. Thank you very much for stopping in. I was telling everybody about the fun live stream that you and Nate did yesterday. Steve, we need pics of them playing. Thank you, Paula. Another great channel. Paula's up there, and we got to meet her when she was down here in Arizona. She was on the epic trip. Met her at Quartzsite. That's going to be. Well, you're welcome, Karen. We just have a great channel. Exploring Canada, check her out because her videos are very well done, and I've learned a lot watching the channel. It says it's 66 up there. Well, but you're enjoying that very much. Tourist says up in Memphis, we have to take the flare back to full thought. Yeah, that's fun. Be careful in those canyons, though. You know as well as I do, living in the desert, you have to watch out for flash flooding. And so these mountains behind me here, these are the Silver Bell Mountains, and that's the watershed that runs through our property. We have a lot of dry washes here, and the water runs through the washes, and that's what recharges our water well. And so that's why we need water so badly. Diane says 79 where she is. So Dee is trying to save up for a small travel trailer that I could pull with my car. Yeah, that would be great, Dee. That's all you need. Now Dee's home base, they're in Quartzsite, and she has a car that she travels around with, and she actually built a bed in the back seat so that she could drive somewhere and sleep in it. And very interesting way she did it. She didn't tear the back seat out, but she actually built on top of it. She did a great job. Oh, there's Nate doing a little brown nosing. Hey there, good looking. Going to do the travel. All right, so Karen is saying, I think if interest rates rise, the cost of the continues to rise, so much stuff will be available for sale. Private sales and surrenders becoming. Yeah, I've heard that a lot of people are just letting their trailers, RVs, whatever they bought in the pandemic, just go back to the bank. Unfortunately. All right, not a problem, Steve. Count on me knocking at the door. So I'll run my, I don't know how long it'll be for you, Karen. I mean, Diane. But here's my email. Desert Adventures in Arizona at gmail.com. Anyone who gets out here in the Tucson area, let me know. And if you can boondock, there's a great place out here, and I can get you to a good campground depending on the rig that you have. If you can go through some washes that are graded road, you can get out here to the mountains, and there's some really beautiful areas out there, but there are some flat areas closer to town that are really nice. Well, I better let you guys know that this too. There's a new eBay scam. You know, Oki's birthday's coming up, and I wanted to order her some expensive jewelry, but they sent Jeep parts instead. So watch out for that. One more thing I wanted to throw at you guys now. I start my live stream at 9 o'clock here in Arizona, and I'm waiting around a couple hours after Ava's live stream. So I'm thinking about backing mine up a little bit earlier, and I wanted to get everyone's opinion on what time would work best for you. Now, I know Roy doesn't get up until about this time, because here he is. He just popped in. And he starts at 10 o'clock. So I'm considering backing up the time on my live stream to a little bit earlier, but I don't want to inconvenience too many people. All right, we got some shenanigans going on in here. And Roy, did you get some rain up where you're at? It sure looked like it looking at the map. Yeah, D is usually gets moving a little bit later in the morning. So I know, D, that's definitely a consideration. I know, and I don't want to inconvenience too many people, but it seems like a lot of people that pop in are, you know, watching Ava's channel. And so I just wanted to throw that out there. If anyone has any ideas for a different time that would work, please let me know. Okay, so Fairy Dust says right after Ava works for me. Okay. Oh, thanks, Roy. So Roy and Becky were out here. Also Scott Jacobs and Appreciation. Ron Darrell. Not Ron. Ron Darrell's talking about coming out. Who else was there? Ron Sees America. He was out here. And we all camped together over New Year's weekend. And I showed him around out here in the monument. And we had a great time looking at petroglyphs. There's an old mining town out there. There's an old cemetery. Lots to see out here. Okay, Dee, I know that you could do that, so thank you. Saying hello. I'm going to back up and make sure I didn't miss anybody. Looks like I got everybody. I don't see Dream on Wheels in the stream today, but I wanted to let you guys know that Travis and Yanni and their two kids and their little cat, Lucky, are actually broke down up on I-90. I think the Montana area, I'm not sure exactly. They do have a mechanic helping them, but, oh, cemetery, yes, please. They do have a mechanic helping them, and those mobile mechanics are very busy and they're not always able to get back right away, but they have done some work for them, and hopefully they get back on the road again. So Dream on Wheels, if somebody could drop their link, that would be great. Any one of the moderators could drop their link. I donated $20 yesterday for their repair fund. If you can do nothing more than watch some of their videos and give them some support, they certainly would appreciate that. Dee is saying hello back to everybody. Desert Life misses you. Yeah, we miss Paula. She crammed a lot in the 2 months that she was down here. And she met a great guy, Nate from Land Cloud Adventures, who we got to meet at Box Fan D's meetup in Quartzsite there. Okay, so Roy says it's a muddy mess here. I got an emergency notification to get to high ground and shelter in place. Yeah, we had some flood warnings down here. When we have these storms, they're heavy localized downpours. And when they hit, well, you get a lot of water runoff. Yep, Paula misses it out here. Roy's up in the mountains up there. He's the water he's getting hopefully makes it down to us. Yeah. Tracy has been out here in this area. She has family out here in the Tucson area, and she's familiar with that. Thanks, Tracy. So again, Dream on Wheels. Stop by and check their channel out. Okay, there we go. There's Dream on Wheels channel there. Thank you, Paula, for posting that. They do live streams and updates. I mean, they're literally parked on the side of the road. They're in a beautiful area, but they're waiting for the mechanic to come out and help them. And he has been there. And he is doing some work, but it takes time. Dave is back. Great. There's the PayPal link for Dream on Wheels. Thank you, Paula. They're not out there begging and they're not asking for money, but I think that we help each other when we can, even if all you can do is watch their videos and give them the watch time. That would be great. Roy says, our site is muddy. The road seems fine too. It's more of a precaution. Okay. So Roy, did you get your exhaust fixed on your little car there? So summer in Arizona is monsoon season, like January and February in California. It is. Generally, officially, it starts the 15th of June, but usually we don't get any rain until July 4th weekend and then going on through September time frame. Okay, Box Fan D, Maxie and I are going out to enjoy the cooler weather. Thank you, D, for stopping in. You have a great day. And we have Happy Place Camping. Good morning, Felix. Good to see you. Thank you very much for popping in. We got to meet Happy Place Camping a couple years ago up in Quartzsite. Great people. Ava says, were you talking about going live after me? That would be great, whatever time works best for you. Yeah, I'm thinking about it, Ava. I think the 2 hour gap is a little too much. You know, I'm sitting around waiting, but I don't want to inconvenience folks. But I'm thinking about maybe backing it up. I may try that next Monday. Shannon Kraft saying hello. All right, I'm going to show you guys a little video here while I run and fill up my coffee. Here's the video I captured of the lightning show, just a real short one. Isn't that cool? This is Avelina there, right coming out of our wash there. I had to stop for them because once one crosses, then the rest of them will follow. So just happened to grab my phone and do a recording of them. They're pretty cute. Yep, clouds moving fast. Okay, so Roy got his car fixed yesterday in the mud. Looked like a mud wrestler afterwards, I'll bet. Okay, that's good, Roy. Glad you got it going. Love the loud thunders, I know. Our dogs, when they were young, didn't care much for it, but as they got older, they got used to it. All right, here's one more video for you. I'm going to run and refill my coffee while you guys watch this. That's in the koi pond right there. I guess I got the music hanging off the back end of it. You actually put a GoPro down in the pond I recorded that with the GoPro that I have. It turned out pretty good. I think Don, that was a little stressful putting the new camera on and with the water there, but Tracy was home still. You know, let's get you home. Thunderstruck. Oh, Thunderstruck. Yeah, that's right. You get homesick, but I don't know where to go. Yeah, Diane, once your mobile home will be wherever you park, and you'll have some favorite places. I know that Roy and Becky are up there in northern Arizona, and they really like it up there. We're hoping to get up there next month. Our dog Duke is feeling better. He had some health issues, and I think he's recovered to the point that he's going to be able to do some camping with us now. Yeah, Aber Valley is just south of where we're at. Really nice area. Yeah, there's a lot of heat around everywhere right now. I think you have to get up in elevation to really get away from it. Thanks, Ava. Sound was muffled. Okay. Yeah, I'm just running off the laptop here. I don't have a microphone. I don't have an external camera, so I'm just doing it the cheap way. I think it might be cooler at Camp Pendleton right now. Another beautiful area over there on Pendleton. So Diane says, I've lived in 15 places, 4 states before I graduated high school. Wow. Diane, were your parents, were they business people or military, or how did you come about moving? Yeah, Duke is doing better, much better. Yeah, we lost our little Maggie, Karen Terrier, back in June, and he took it pretty hard because they were best buds. And he started to get sick, and he got stressed, and he ended up with vertigo. So we took him in and got him checked out, and the vet says, oh, he'll recover, just give him some time. Yeah, pick your favorite spot, Diane. That's how everybody does it. It seems that way, Ron, huh? Temperatures are weird this year. So Sean is asking if Becky's back home yet. No, she's. I think she's coming back home here in a couple weeks. Is it cloudy? Yeah, it is. Roy, it is cloudy here. Supposedly we have a pretty good chance of rain today, but you know how that goes. We had rain all around us yesterday. None except for about 4 drops. Okay, so Diane's parents said the business company kept moving him to open up new facilities as they grew. And I think it's good for kids to travel. I know when I was in the military and we were raising our kids, they didn't like being ripped away from their friends, but we took them to some interesting places. We lived in New Hampshire. We lived in, got a chance to live up in Virginia. We took them to D.C., to a lot of the museums on the East Coast, a lot of history up there. We lived in Nebraska. Where else do we go? All over the place. And they still talk about the good times that we had. Yeah, he is doing much better now, Felix. Thank you. Felix has a cute little boxer named Darby, and she loves to camp too. All right, Tracy, no problem. So Diane says last night's storms were intense, but Becky's on the other end of the state from me. So we'll probably get an update from Becky here at the top of the. Roy and Becky go live at 10 o'clock our time, so that's in about 10 minutes or so. Alexis and I are heading to Mount St. Helens next week. I can't wait. That sounds fun. So again, I want to shout out Ava Potterfield's channel. She's great at giving me plugs on her live stream. So she's got a channel called Ava Potterfield and Friends. And then she also has Ava's Mediations. So she's got some longer videos where she shows moon shots with music, very relaxing. If you want some fun and good music, her and her husband Doug are very good musicians, and they play for us on Thursday and Friday nights. And I like to put those on the TV while we're eating dinner and watching them. It's one of my favorite channels to watch in the evenings. Okay, so Ray's counting the days down. He's been unsupervised for a long time, 16 days, and Becky will be on the way back. And I think Becky's brother's going to drive her back. So that'll be nice to have them see you guys up in the mountains where you live there, and you can show them around a little bit. Yeah. Oh yeah, Ava, I appreciate, we're all about helping each other and supporting each other's channels, and I'm all about that. I love that. So Shauna says, I was an Air Force brat. We realized as we got older how special those times were. I lived in 8 places for the first 11 years of my life. Yeah, and Shauna, you probably know it as well as I do. Air Force brats are a little more wiser, I think, a little more experienced in based on the things that they've seen, the places they have been. The military is a little different. It's stricter because, kids aren't allowed to go out and tear up the town and get their dad or their mom in trouble, because then we're standing in front of the commander answering for our kids who got in trouble. And so there's a lot of discipline that's required. Kids did well in that, and I think military brats turn out to be good people. Ava, what time in the morning is your live? So Ava comes on, I think at 7 o'clock her time. So Steve says, I'm on the north side of St. Helens. It's my dad's old hunting grounds, but it was buried by the landslide. That's where the volcano was, right? Okay, Ann, thank you for doing that. This is Ava Potterfield's channel, so be sure to check her out. Sometimes I'm up early. There we go. 6 a.m. Pacific time, 8 a.m. Central. Might be 6 a.m. mine. Yeah, I think so. So I might back up my live maybe a half hour next time around. So when you see the notification come out, it'll be a little bit earlier, I think. Yeah, Ava was up late partying with Ron last night. I have a very loud alarm. I think Ava got about 4 hours of sleep, so I would expect she'll be taking a nap later. All right, let's see what else we have. We have just a few minutes here. We found some baby quail out in the front yard. Isn't that cute? So we have a lot of quail here that nest out here. Actually nest quite often in the ground. You might see their nest underneath a pile of brush. This nest was actually inside a wheelbarrow out in the front of the house there. And the mama and dad raised their babies inside the wheelbarrow. So when they were scratching around trying to get out, we had mom and dad were already gone, and we had to dump them out, carefully dump them out so that they could join mom and dad. But before we did that, I was able to get some video of them, and they're so cute when they're that age. And as they grow up, you can see them running around together. Mom and dad will be in the front and one in the back, and then in between will be the little ones, and they'll take them. We keep water on the property to feed them and water them, and we just really enjoy it out here. In fact, here's a little clip of the water hole that we have on the back of the property where animals can access water when they need it. Some mule deer coming in, and of course lots of birds. Close up. That always come in and stomp everything and play in the water and make a big muddy mess like they usually do, but it's fun to watch them. Bobcats come in, foxes, again, all kinds of birds. Cows. We know when the cows come by because the water's empty. And we put a timer on it so that it fills up every morning. But it is open range out here, and so we do get cows. Back to the chat. Okay, Diane's taken off. I just saw that fly by. Okay. Thank you, Steve, for stopping in. Pick up cooling mats for the Huskies. Yeah, Huskies don't like the heat. Thank you, Diane. Have a great day. I was out driving the Jeep around yesterday, about a mile from the house out over here behind my shoulder. And a big buck came tearing across the road in front of me. It really surprised me. So they're definitely out here. Yeah, bird moon, right. Yeah, thanks, Diane. We think it's important, we're living in their yard, and I keep a game camera there so we can see who comes in and picks up water. It's really fun to watch. Whoa, look at this. Badge stopped in. Look what you find looking around. Hey, Badge, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Badge is a retired mechanic, helps Paula out. In fact, I think, Badge, you were up there visiting Paula, weren't you? Everybody's saying hello to Badge. Yeah, thank you very much, Shauna. Appreciate that. So we're coming up on 9:57. So I think next week, I'm going to back up a half an hour and we'll try that. And hopefully everybody can make it. We do have channel memberships for 99 cents a month if you're interested. I try to shout out those channels. I have 3 members right now. I have Paula and a retired Marine friend of mine and Box Fan D. So if that's something you're interested in doing, I sure appreciate it. And again, if anyone is coming out this way and wants to explore the Ironwood Forest National Monument, this is certainly a good place. I'll show you one more video here. This is Red Hill, and this is when Roy and Becky were visiting. We were actually up looking at petroglyphs. This is just probably a mile from the house here, just to the south. Climb up on these rocks, and you can look at these petroglyphs. And I do have a video, and so does Roy and Becky. They have some videos of the petroglyphs that we found up there. And again, some really nice areas here. Lots of saguaro cactus, Diane. Oh, don't crash it. Oh, I hit that one. I survived it though. Here's another one. You know, it's always fun to fly by saguaros and get the close-up view. Sideways view. So I do a lot of practicing and video and learning how to make some cinematic videos out there. And then once isn't that cute? There's James. Hi, James. All right, Ann has a meeting. Thank you, Ann. I really appreciate the support. Badge says we're still here. Got a lot fixed yesterday. That's good. Badge helps Paula a lot with her ambulance. He's a mechanic and very good at it. He knows everything there is to know, and if he doesn't know it, he can sure figure it out. So Roy says, seen cowboys herding some longhorns through the woods here Friday. Yeah, that's interesting. And Roy, if you guys get up to Black Canyon Lake up there, you'll have horses, wild horses walking through and grazing through your campground. Oki and I just love seeing that. The cactus, yeah, the saguaros are very unique to this area. And They're really old too. And going back to work, we need people working, that's for sure. Tracy says, have a great week, everyone. Thank you, Tracy, for popping in. Yeah, that tortoise is actually our daughter's pet. She has that in her yard. All right, folks, I think we're coming up on an hour now, so I'll kick off my exit video. Thank you very much. I always appreciate your support and always know that I'm going to be there for you too. So thank you very much for coming in today, and we'll see you next time.